Okay, now we're using another theorem from this section, which states that if these two chords, ST and QR, are equal, as you can see this is 16 and that's 16, then we know that they're equidistant from the center. Therefore, CV and CU would be equal. And by the way, just for later reference, this, since it's perpendicular and going through the center of the circle, it would also cut this chord in half, so SV would be 8 and VT would be 8, UR would be 8, and QU would be 8. But what we're focusing on is that this distance and this distance are equal because they're equidistant from the center of the circle. So 2x is equal to 5x minus 9. I'm going to subtract 5x from both sides. Those cancel and we get a negative 3x is equal to a negative 9. Dividing both sides by a negative 3, x is equal to 3. We want to find CU, so CU is right here. That's 2x, so it would be 2 times 3, which would be 6. We would know that this would be 6 as well. And if we plugged in 3, we'd get 15 minus 9, which is 6. So again, we know QR and ST are congruent, so therefore they're equidistant from C, so CU and CV are equal. We set them equal and solve. We get x equals 3. We plug it in to get CU equals 6. For this next one, again, this is sort of the converse of the last one. We know that CU is 12 and we know CV is 12. So therefore, since these two chords are equidistant from the center, and ST is 32, that means QR also has to be 32. And again, QU would be 16 or half of 32. RU would be half of 32. VS would be 16, and VT would be 16. So each of these small legs would be 16. But for this part, we get 32. For QU, I just talked about that. It's half of the whole length, so QU would be 16. We want to know the radius of C. This is where it comes into play. This is very important. I can tell you the answer without any work. If you know what kind of a triangle this is, you can do the same. This would be 20. Now why is it 20? Because it's a 3, 4, 5 triangle. 3 times 4, 4 times 4, 5 times 4. But what you'd have to do if you didn't recognize that is you'd look at this triangle and the radius is from Q to C. So when they say this, they're really asking for QC. And what you'd have to do is say QC squared equals 16 squared plus 12 squared. And QC squared equals 256 plus 144. So QC squared equals 400. Square rooting both sides. QC is equal to 20. Okay? Okay. And we're done. Thank you.